realize we put our lives on the line. It's blood, sweat, and tears. See, a lot of y'all sit behind a computer and write about us fighters.
What the hell is going on with Floyd Mayweather, man?
Man, do we got money or not? I don't know what's going on.
I'm lost.
Man, I seen, I think Stephen A was talking about he was bankrupt.
Floyd's broke. You gotta understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
In a dramatic turn of events that sent shockwaves through the boxing world, Floyd Mayweather found himself at the center of controversy during a live press conference, where he was directly confronted about swirling rumors of bankruptcy. The undefeated champion, known for flaunting his wealth both inside and outside the ring, didn't hold back. Slamming his fist on the podium, Mayweather fired back, "It's all lies." His voice echoed through the packed venue as reporters pressed him for answers, demanding clarity on leaked financial documents and recent allegations that suggest his empire might be crumbling behind the scenes.
Floyd Mayweather just signed a deal to lease an apartment in Midtown Manhattan. He's going to be paying $100,000 per month for this place. Here's the apartment, you guys. It's got 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 4,000 square feet, and the place is pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. The description says that this is a double unit and it is a corner unit, so you got a ton of natural light in here. Do you think this place is worth $100,000 per month? Why would Floyd spend $100,000 a month on this apartment? If I had to guess, it would be a combination of owning something as just kind of a liability. Plus, I'm pretty sure whenever you rent a place versus buy a place for business purposes, you're able to write off more of that lease payment, so if I had to guess, that $100,000 per month is going to be a pretty big write-off for him based on how he plans to use this place.
The confrontation at the press conference was just the beginning of a broader narrative surrounding Floyd Mayweather's financial status. Despite his emphatic denial of bankruptcy rumors, questions have persisted, fueled by various incidents and speculations. One notable incident involved a protest by employees at a Mayweather-branded gym in Los Angeles, who alleged unpaid wages.
Literally slavery. Dedication, no pay. No pay. Hard work, dedication, no pay. Hey, police. No, this is for real.
Hey.
No pay.
Where's Money Mayweather? Hard work.
Dedication!
No pay!
Further fueling the rumors, Mayweather's recent sale of several multi-million-dollar properties led to speculation about his financial stability. In response, Mayweather shared a video on his social media, highlighting his extensive real estate investments across the United States. The video emphasized his strategic shift from luxury properties to income-generating assets, including commercial skyscrapers and collaborations with major real estate firms.
Floyd Money Mayweather is at it again. This time, not in the ring, but in the real estate market. The undefeated boxing champ just sold his Miami Beach mansion for a jaw-dropping $22 million. Let's break down the numbers and see why Floyd's still living up to his nickname. Mayweather originally bought this stunning waterfront property in 2021 for $18 million. Fast forward 3 years and he's walking away with a cool $4 million profit. Not bad, right? And here's a fun twist. The buyer is taking on a $13 million mortgage, which comes with monthly payments of nearly $99,000. Now, let's talk about the mansion itself. It's a 3-story masterpiece, spanning over 9,000 square feet with 9 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms. But the amenities? Next level, a 5,000 square foot rooftop with panoramic views.
Additionally, Mayweather addressed past tax issues during a press conference with Conor McGregor, where he presented an uncashed $100 million check, asserting his financial security and dismissing concerns about his wealth. During a 2017 press conference promoting his bout with Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather addressed rumors about his financial status by dramatically producing an uncashed $100 million check, his guaranteed purse from his 2015 fight against Manny Pacquiao. This gesture aimed to counter claims of financial distress and unpaid taxes. Mayweather asserted that he had already paid $26 million to the IRS for 2015 and questioned the validity of the ongoing scrutiny. Despite this, reports indicated that he had petitioned the IRS for a temporary reprieve, citing liquidity issues, and later settled a tax liability of over $6.6 million for 2017.
He's like the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, the UFC.
I didn't know Conor McGregor was undefeated, but I didn't know that he had a reign in MMA for 20 years and undefeated, and was world champion in 5 different weight classes. That's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I guess you guys telling me something new. If you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA.
Well, do you
I mean, if you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, I'm trying to find out. Have you ever made $300 million in one night? Have you ever made $100 million in one night? Have you ever made $70 million in one night? So, as far as trying to say that he's the Floyd Mayweather of MMA, I mean, it's okay to just to say it, but it's not true. I'm a legend, a living legend. You know, I gave to the sport of boxing. I gave years and years of hard work. It was blood, sweat, and tears. I had a tremendous team. I had a tremendous run. I think that it's time for if Conor McGregor need to go out there and do what he do. But never compare Conor McGregor to me. That's a total disrespect.
Well,
I mean, once again, I'm an elephant. Elephant don't beef with ants. You know, elephant is so large he don't even see ants.
Mayweather's transformation from pretty boy to Money Mayweather was a calculated move that leveraged his brash persona to captivate audiences. By embracing the role of the antagonist, Mayweather attracted both admirers and detractors, turning fights into must-see events. His flamboyant displays of wealth and provocative trash talk weren't just for show, they were strategic tools to generate buzz and drive pay-per-view sales. This approach capitalized on the public's desire to see him humbled, ensuring that, whether fans tuned in to cheer or jeer, they were watching and paying.
They were brittle. It's believed to be genetic because his dad broke his hand and his uncle broke his hand. Yeah, they were all boxers and them boys could throw hands. But that does not mean he had it easy. You see, his dad sold a bunch of stuff and his mom did a bunch of stuff. So to escape his traumatic childhood, all he would do is train day in and day out. He said, I had to take care of my mom. But he trained so much because it's all he knew that his hands started to hurt. Now, during a match, he breaks his hand. It turns out that both of his hands were severely injured. They told him, Floyd, you not boxing anymore. He said, nah, I'm finna box. They said, no, you're not hearing me. The problem is you already beat everybody your size. Listen, Floyd had a bigger issue. He needed to start boxing people that were way bigger than him because everybody his size couldn't hang with him. So if his hands were breaking against smaller guys, against bigger guys, he better have no arms. So Mayweather's team said we need to switch things up. This dude, Mayweather's promoter, said switch things. What not? Everything's saying the same, stupid. He said unless y'all got $750K to exit your contract, it's done. Mayweather said here. He said what? I don't pay you that much. Mayweather said I've been saving up for this day. He said, oh, okay, big dog, you got it. So they devised a plan. Go from pretty boy to Money. See, pretty boy loved to throw hands, but Money was a defensive specialist. In fact, he's easily considered as the greatest defensive boxer of all time. But that wasn't the only reason he changed his name. Look at that man's face. See, Mayweather was known to talk smack and aggravate people, but this made things even worse because now he's blocking and running away. So people was like, you doing all this talking, but you running. But as he's moving away, he's throwing in some hits here and there. And before you know it, when the fight's over, he lands so many more hits that he always wins. So people would always say, Mayweather, you boring. You not throwing hands for real. But his reply was always, nah, do something about it. So people lost it. They started paying to see him lose. But this strategy was none other than Muhammad Ali's strategy. In his words, he would talk so much trash that people would pay to see him lose. And they would get disappointed every time. So they would come back next time and spend some more money. But the only person winning is Muhammad Ali. So this turns Mayweather into one of the richest athletes of all time. Why? Because of his brittle hands.
In several public interviews, Mayweather has shown arrogance regarding his undefeated record and boxing skills. He frequently claims to be the greatest boxer in history. However, some critics have raised suspicions that he may have used performance-enhancing medications during his career without getting caught. While these claims are unproven, They continue to circulate in discussions about his legacy, adding another layer to his controversial image.
You can use the IV to mask performance-enhancing drugs. That's why they outlawed it.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather was on PEDs the entire time? Oh my goodness, I'm so surprised.
I know you saw it, they gave you a TUE.
I mean, with any fighters, some fighters take Pedialytes. Let me touch on the subject.
Just rehydrate.
When a fighter is
Well, my question is this,
because my urine, you don't really like, my urine was dark, extremely dark.
For him to test less than 1%, something is wrong.
Floyd, what are your thoughts on testosterone replacement therapy? Do you know anything about it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Testosterone replacement therapy, you haven't heard of testosterone the juice?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
Floyd Mayweather has long championed a philosophy centered on enjoying wealth in the present. In a 2015 interview, he remarked, "Everything you've got to own costs money. Everything you do costs money. You can't take your wife on a date for free." He emphasized that money is meant to be spent, not hoarded, and that he derives satisfaction from providing his family with a comfortable lifestyle. However, this approach has drawn criticism. While Mayweather asserts that his lavish spending is a reward for his hard work, detractors argue that it reflects a disregard for long-term financial responsibility.
But you throw a lot of money around, don't you?
Why not? You can't take it with you. I mean, there's no Brent trucks pulling up at no funeral home. So, I mean, you got to be able to enjoy your money, but make your money work for you.
Carpe diem, seize the day, live every day.
Absolutely.
That's Floyd Mayweather's strategy.
My strategy is I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. No matter how you look at it, just because I may wear a diamond, necklace or a big diamond ring, because another guy he wear a ring on his ring finger, and he's no better than I am. He's doing the same thing I'm doing, but he's just sweeping his dirt under the rug, and mine is out in the open.
Money doesn't make people happy, but you've got a hell of a lot of it. And are you happy?
Am I happy? Absolutely. I'm happy because my children are happy. I'm happy because my mom is happy. I'm not happy because of the money, because I was happier when I didn't have the money.
Floyd Mayweather has often dismissed criticism by attributing it to envy, asserting that detractors are simply jealous of his unparalleled success. In a 2022 interview, he questioned, "When you say I'm jealous of somebody, there has to be a reason. It has to be a reason for me to be jealous, like what is the reason?" He further emphasized his achievements, stating, "I still got all my buildings in New York City. I got 100 cars paid for, I got 30 houses paid for."
Okay, that's the best fight in the calendar, but then Mayweather and Conor McGregor, just their personalities, they came with this crazy energy and a press tour, and it just diverted attention away. So he has done it before, but now he's being accused of doing it to his own fighter by the fighter himself, possibly, because again, it was subliminal, and then that's what people are thinking. So Floyd responds to this, and he says, "As far as me being jealous of anyone, and I'm not talking about my fighters, I mean, God has truly blessed me and put me in a position to be able to give back to my fighters. If giving back is jealousy, then that's what it is. Fighters and individuals are going to feel like they want to feel. And my job is to always be a bigger person and continue to stay positive and push for my fighters to be great." So you see right there, Floyd Mayweather decided to take the high road.
Mayweather's unapologetic display of wealth and confidence has been a hallmark of his public persona. He believes that his flamboyant lifestyle is a testament to his hard work and dedication, remarking, "I fought my way from poverty to the top. I deserve to live an incredible lifestyle." Floyd Mayweather's financial success is a testament to his strategic approach to both his boxing career and business endeavors. His ability to leverage his brand and make savvy investments has solidified his status as one of the wealthiest athletes in history. Mayweather's business acumen is evident in his diverse investment portfolio. In 2024, he made his largest investment to date by partnering with 601 companies on a $10 billion office portfolio, which includes 18 buildings and 10 million square feet across major cities like New York and Chicago. This move marked a significant milestone in his business career, showcasing his commitment to expanding his empire beyond the boxing ring.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves. And I'm pointing like this because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
Additionally, Mayweather has ventured into the health and wellness industry. In March 2025, he executed a strategic $30 million equity investment in Plus Brand Industries, Inc., a company known for its healthy living and technology-focused consumer products. This investment not only made him a significant minority shareholder, but also appointed him as the new creative director, highlighting his active involvement in the company's future growth.
Floyd Mayweather is on an absolute real estate buying spree. I'm honestly having kind of a hard time keeping up with all this. Just listen to some of these headlines. All of these were posted just in the last 8 days alone. Floyd Mayweather lands $402 million deal to buy over 60 buildings in New York City. Mayweather puts $100 million in $3 billion JV. Mayweather buying a stake in former Versace mansion in Miami Beach. I knew this guy was rich, and it's no secret that he's been doing some big real estate deals lately, but he's absolutely on a roll right now. Different sources give different numbers, but Floyd's net worth is estimated to be as high as $1.5 billion, which makes him one of the wealthiest athletes in the world. Because of that, he's owned massive mansions in Las Vegas, Beverly Hills, and Miami over the years.
However, this attitude has drawn criticism from various quarters. Boxing legend Mike Tyson once commented that Mayweather is a little too into himself, suggesting that such behavior can come off as arrogance rather than confidence. Additionally, some observers argue that Mayweather's constant flaunting of wealth, especially during times of economic hardship for many, can be perceived as insensitive.
What lessons do you think Pacquiao and Mayweather could learn from you in terms of life away from the ring?
Well, Floyd seems to be going through some stuff like me right now, you know, like realizing no one's his friend, and everybody's probably, even though I even hate to say it, because maybe everybody's kind of a little jealous of him, you know, because he is Floyd Mayweather. I know these other guys got their money, but this guy is the champ of the world, you know. It's hard to compete with that. So he's pretty big on those scales as far as on the celebrity scale. So he's gonna realize what life is all about and what friends are all about, and realize that we only have a few of them. And sometimes they're the only ones we got. They may not be the ones we want, but they're the ones we have. You know, sometimes we want to have glorious, glamorous friends, but they don't want to be our friends. So sometimes we have to deal with the hand that we were dealt with and accept the friends that we have.
In an interview, Floyd Mayweather reflected on how he's often misunderstood by the public and media. He emphasizes that many people judge him based on assumptions or hearsay without truly knowing his story. Mayweather then opens up about his relationship with his father, Floyd Mayweather Sr., acknowledging that while their bond was complicated at times, his father's tough love and strict training shaped him into the disciplined, undefeated champion he became. He also discusses his rare amateur losses, each by a single point, and how those setbacks pushed him to work harder, fueling his drive to dominate in the professional boxing world.
People are entitled to judge me for what they hearsay.
Okay.
Making assumptions. just because I never came out and said, "Oh, let me explain." I don't have to explain that to nobody. Only people that I feel like I have to explain something to is my children and my relation, and because at the end of the day, only God can judge me.
Let's go back to where it all started. You grew up in Grand Rapids,
yes,
Michigan. Your father was a fighter. Your uncle was a fighter.
Both uncles.
Both uncles were fighter. So it was almost like you was like destined. It was predetermined. You were ordained to be a fighter.
Yes. That's all I knew.
What do you think about Floyd Mayweather's financial mindset and public persona? Do you think he should be more financially responsible? Drop your thoughts in the comments.